Oh, you think it's small, Pumpkin? It's all about world domination.
Did your relationship with Maleficent really stop you from reconnecting with your daughter, Mal? Or did you find it too hard to own up to your mistakes? Oh, Hades, we know you're a villain, but you've obviously seen the error of your ways. Otherwise, you never would have given Mal the ember and saved Audrey. You're a good guy, Hades. You can't hide that from us. Why was Hades missing from the first two movies, and why did he come back in Descendants 3? Here's what he was doing and why the Descendants 3 we know and love wouldn't have been possible without him.
Hi, Dad.
First things first, what was Hades doing during the first and second Descendants movies? He didn't make his big entrance until Descendants 3, but we know his home was on the Isle of the Lost. How was he fulfilling his time? Eagle-eyed fans have a pretty good idea. There's a big clue in Descendants 2. Near the Curl Up and Die salon where Dizzy works, there's a poster on the wall. It says, Hades Souvlaki. It's under this world. It would be totally appropriate if Hades was making and selling Greek food. After all, he's the god of the underworld in ancient Greek mythology, and souvlaki is a popular fast food in Greece made up of small pieces of meat grilled on a skewer. Given that he's associated with flames and fire, selling souvlaki makes perfect sense. But can you really see Hades being satisfied selling snacks to villains? Nope, nor can we. So perhaps he actually focused his times on rocking out. When Mal meets up with him in his lair on the Isle, he's clearly a frustrated rock star. Maybe he's been practicing his riffs and dreaming of going on tour when he finally finds a way off the Isle. Of course, Hades does eventually get released from the Isle of the Lost, and it's all thanks to Mal, and that's the key reason why he came back in D3. It's all about Mal. We learned a lot about Mal's difficult relationship with her mom Maleficent in the first movie, but then the second movie hardly touched on Mal's family at all. So to bring in her dad in the third installment helped fans understand exactly where Mal comes from. The fact that all the villains on the Isle are single parents isn't explicitly dealt with in the films, but fans have picked up on the detail and it's raised lots of questions about the VK's missing parents.
I already tried.
Evie's not going anywhere till we get rid of this unibrow.
What is wrong with you all?
By bringing Hades into D3, the movie makers gave fans a much greater insight into Mal. She's the main character, so it makes sense that her family members are important. Mal's blood link to Hades shows up straight away when she passes through the barrier to the Isle. After all, her hair turns blue once she gets her hands on the ember. Let's not forget that Hades' ember was really the key to the plot in D3 too. It was the major player in defeating Audrey and in bringing Mal and Uma back together with a renewed friendship. Sure, the filmmakers could have chosen any magical object, but it needed to come from Mal's dad to work with the plot lines about Mal's powers. It was also a clever twist to make Mal's dad's magical objects the only thing more powerful than Mal's mom's magical object.
Scepter! Now!
AKA Maleficent Scepter. Hades' Ember also shows us that despite his heinous crimes in the past, he's a reformed character. If he were still evil, he wouldn't have let Mal have the Ember when she visited him on the Isle. And also, he wouldn't have secretly passed Mal the Ember for her to keep after he woke up Audrey. A truly evil villain wouldn't have helped revive an AK like Audrey either.
Oh, yeah.
So with Hades' positive character traits, the audience gets another example of how the good-evil divide is not so straightforward. That's a key message in D3, so much so that Mal makes a speech about it. She says we're all capable of good and bad no matter which side of the barrier we come from, and her dad is proof that even the most rotten to the core villains can change their ways.
You never know where the bad is gonna come from. And you never know where the heroes are gonna come from either.
As for Hades and Mal's future, we'd love to see more members of their family on screen. After all, Hades has a son called Hades in the novels by Melissa de la Cruz. He's Mal's brother. Wouldn't it be awesome to see how their family would reconnect now that the barrier to the Isle is down? We're not sure we can see Maleficent and Hades rekindling their romance, though.
No, I left your mother. She's...
We post exciting new Descendants theories every week, so if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to The Things. Remember to turn on those post notifications too so you can be the first to watch our newest videos. If you're watching The Things on your mobile, you can turn on notifications in the YouTube settings. So that's a wrap on the real reason Hades came back in D3. Which Descendants villain is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. Give this video a big thumbs up if you love Descendants. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on The Things.